Hello there. I'm coming to you live here from a car park right outside a supermarket. And it's got me thinking about how a couple of years back I developed a weird fear of going into the supermarket. Why did I have this fear? I just really, well, I'll tell you why. I had moved away from my hometown, right, for fucking 10 years, let's say. And when I'd come back, if I had to get something in the shop, I would feel really weird about going in there. And I just really didn't want to meet people or talk to people that I grew up with or people that knew me. I've been so far long gone away where you go into the shop and no one knows you, no one says anything to you. And then all of a sudden, you're going into this place, everyone knows you, and everyone is looking to talk to you. And I don't know why I was scared of it. It was a weird thing. You're kind of scared. You don't. It was like kind of like I'm like, are they going to be judging me? Do I have to like perform? Do I have to like tell them how well I'm doing? I have to prove to them that I'm doing good. Because the dreaded question is always, what have you been up to? And you're like, oh, I don't know. Is what I've been up to worthy? Was it worthwhile? Because I actually went off, started a business. I was making films. I was doing cool stuff, but I don't know. It's a weird social kind of fucking anxiety thing. Then the other thing is you kind of think maybe people don't like you when you're gone away for a while. And you're transitioned from being a kid. So I left as a kid when I was like 22 or something. And now I was an adult. And I was kind of like, there's a big, how do you talk to these people when you're not a kid anymore? Now I'm an adult, so we have to have adult conversations, not kid-like conversations anymore, right? So we have to be like, oh yeah, I have doing all the stuff, I checked all the boxes, you know, when I hadn't really checked any. Well, I didn't think I did anyway. But the thing is, I guess I didn't really give a fuck about that stuff, like getting a house, get married, shit like that. But they're the kind of things you think people want to talk about. And then also I had this weird kind of fear that, you know, we kind of grew up in like a party era, right? I was born in 1990, so I grew up during the Celtic Tiger. All our parents were partying. Everyone was having parties all the time. Then we got older, we were fucking partying. We were fucking watching American Pie, all those films, and we were like, let's party. And we did a good bit of drinking, a good bit of partying, and I guess there's some sort of an anxiety fall off of that. Maybe that was another thing going in there. You're like, oh, is someone gonna say something to me about something maybe, or I don't know. And yeah, I think a lot of people my age had that, like a weird I don't know, when you party a lot you get a bit anxious. But anyway, what did I do then? I had to face the fear. I had to do some exposure therapy. So I was like, I hate this stupid shit of being scared to go in there and nervous to go in the supermarket. So let's fucking go in the supermarket. Go into the supermarket. People start talking to me. And guess what? It was fucking brilliant. Fantastic. Lovely. Now I love it. And no one ever cared about any of that stuff. All that stuff is just made up in your head. That's just made up in my head. Any anxiety making up. Whoa. And no one gives a fuck. And even that thing of like, oh, we're all adults now. That's not true. We're all still kids. And it's like, you just talk to them the same way you talk to them when you're a kid. And it's actually fun. Then you have fun. And it's way funner than like when I was living away, I didn't know anyone. So it kind of was like a ghost. I could, you know, get through on my own. No one to be talking to me. But that's actually really lonely and shit. Then you have this place where everyone talks to you and everyone's so fucking connected and everyone knows each other. It's lovely because, you know, Alison always says that, you know, the people who you grew up with or the people who you went to school with when you're younger, they are the people who really know you. And that is actually true. And you know them really well because you grew up together. And when you talk, you go back to that time and it's really fucking great. So anyway, now I love the supermarket. I go in there all the time. I love the coffee shop. I go into the coffee shop all the time. And now I want to meet people. I love meeting like fucking someone I haven't talked to since school or someone I haven't talked to in ages in there. It's just one of the best things ever. And another thing as well is that since I moved home to my hometown, I have this like real connection with my past. I have a real connection with, like, you know, my memories and all these different feelings and the place. Like, I go for walks at nighttime, I get these rushes of fucking feelings, of emotions or memories that have inspired me to make, like, well, like, since moving home, I made a movie, Outer Heavens. I would never have made that if I didn't come home, because it's like it's drenched in the stories of where I'm from, Port Arlington, and of the people, and I love them all so much, and I love the place so much. And when I say it's the greatest place in the world and it's the center of creativity, I actually mean that. I'm not joking, but that's for me, not for everyone. But for me, I'm like, this place feeds my soul so much. All the people, the places, the memories I have, it's fucking amazing. I just think even the personalities of the way people carry on here, very supportive, very beautiful. And it's actually made me probably 50 times more creative than I was when I was living in a probably more creative area. And it's just, you know, a lot of time people think when you move back to your hometown, if you're away and you move back to your hometown, it's kind of like a regression thing. But I think it's a resurrection. Have a lovely day.